Hello there, welcome back or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're getting started. We're in my backyard. This is early spring. Happy early spring, by the way. I'm so excited that we are in the official spring 2025 season. As you can see, everything is still checked out. It's in the 40s today when I'm doing this overview. And you can see there's not too much activity. So what I wanted to do was continue on our conversation of things that you can do in early spring to really get a jump start on the season. This is how our yard looked in 2021, before we had the pergola and then also before we did the irrigation. I was in the process of laying out how I wanted to install this DIY irrigation system from Rainbird. As you can see from the image, I decided that I was going to be doing a U shape. I was able to find these images. This was taken well before I started doing any YouTube videos, so I don't have actual video footage, but these photos really show the process. So at this point, we've already went through the whole process of laying it out above ground, digging the trenches, backfilling all of the soil, and covering up all of the components. And then we're at the point where the sprinklers are running. So immediately after installing the system, I did a fall overseed, and this is the images that you're looking at now. I used bluegrass seed and I covered it with topsoil and also peat moss, and this is just the whole process. It took about a month for the seeds to germinate properly because bluegrass takes a little longer for germination, but the process went amazing. The grass filled in nicely, and it was amazing that we were able to use the new system. This is what the grass looked like about 3 months after we did our initial irrigation install and the overseeding. This is early fall of 2021, and the grass came in very nicely, and it was really great during that process that I had the irrigation because it made it so easy to be able to water everything. So I definitely want to suggest, if you don't already have in-ground irrigation, you definitely want to start thinking about doing some type of irrigation because it just makes it so much easier than having to drag out above ground irrigation. So this is just happens to be the system that I installed, but there are many out there. Definitely do your research and pick the right one that fits your needs. This is a close-up of the programmable water timer. We usually have it set on a cycle, but I'm just manually turning it on so that you could see how the heads pop up, how they rotate, and the coverage that we usually get on the lawn itself. In hindsight, after having the system for a couple of years, I definitely would have added an additional row right down the middle so that we have a little more overlapping of the spray head. The next thing that I usually do is weed control. So in this case, I'm using the Ortho Weed Be Gone spray, which is already mixed, and I use it. It's a handheld pump. I usually go around and I spray the weeds that need to be addressed. In this case, we had so much creeping Charlie, and over the past couple of years, it's just been getting larger and larger and larger. So I usually like to go in early enough in the season. Once I see any, I like to go in and I really saturate it down and I spray it. And this particular product is safe for the lawn, but it definitely isolates and gets rid of the weeds. So you definitely want to make sure, you pay attention to what type of lawn that you have and then what you're trying to spray for. But this is a good product that I usually use, but there are tons out, on the marketplace. Just make sure you do your research and get the best type that's good for your lawn. So what I'm doing is I'm just going out, I'm spraying some dandelion as well, making sure that I saturate it, and then following the instructions on the back of it. But this is definitely something that I try to do early in the season. So after I usually do the application for the weeds, I wait a couple of weeks because by that time the grass is waking up. You've probably already applied your early spring fertilizer and everything is starting to warm up outside and greening up. Then I usually go in and I do like my first mow of the season. Once I start putting down like my pre-emergent and fertilization, I'm definitely going to bring you guys along for this season. The next project that I do early in the season is start cleaning my siding. Now this is the northwest side of my house, and as you know, with prevailing winds, usually this side of the house is a lot, dirtier than the balance of the house just because of the wind, the rain, and all sorts of things. So I have so much algae, pollen, dirt accumulating here. So I just showed you, I made a solution of bleach, water, and dish soap, and we're going to just spray it down and we're going to see how it works. While we let the solution work, I just wanted to give you a close-up. You can see that it's already started melting away all of that grime. So we're going to go on the other side of the fence and we're going to start spraying there as well. So this year when I tackled this, it was my first time using just a stiff brush to be able to clean the siding. And I have to say that it was really, really good and a success. And I think that I will interchange using the brush and then also doing the pressure washer, from time to time. Like I'll probably start off the season using the brush and then continue on like in the summer with using the pressure washer. Let me know how you guys usually clean your siding. Do you use a manual brush or do you use a pressure washer? Do you do it yourself or do you hire it out? I'm actually liking scrubbing with this stiff bristle brush a lot better than doing power washing on the house. I have to say I'm pretty happy with the results. And now we'll go to the next project, which is to have some type of convenient water hose storage. As you can see, my hose just basically laid out on the patio for most of the time. We picked up one of these metal hose hangers that we attached to our outdoor trash can, and it was so easy to attach. And with having this, because it's so easy to be able to wrap it up manually, I definitely keep the hose always secured in this little holder. So now that we have the hose taken care of, I wanted to share a DIY non-toxic weed killer, which is not meant for your lawn. This is for any hard surface that might have weeds in it. So this is everything that we use. Take a screenshot of the formula itself that you would need to mix up. And then we're going to head out in the front yard and we're going to tackle my paver pathway. As you can see, it's riddled with weeds. So only use this on hard surfaces such as like pavers, concrete, those sort of things. Never on your actual lawn. If you're interested in the lawn, use the ortho weed killer that I showed earlier in the video. I usually let it set for about 24 to 36 hours and then it gets totally dried up in the sun. So you want to make sure that you apply it on a sunny day. And then after that, you're able to just remove all of the dead weeds. Here's a sneak peek to the project that I'm currently working on. I had mentioned in a past video that we were going to be doing polymer sand here on the herringbone pavers. So this is me doing all of the prep work. So I just want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure that you give the video a thumbs up and share with someone that might like my content. I also wanted to mention I did a poll in the community tab. I just wanted to have your feedback on the music choices in the videos. So if you have a sec, make sure that you click in the community post tab on YouTube and vote so that I know how you're liking the music or if you'd like to have a little change. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing day. And until the next time, have a blessed day.